Clippers and Mavs, I guess. Just Clippers won today, beat the Kings. Clippers beat a good team in the West to move to or 5 games in a row, won 5 in a row. The Mavericks beat the Lakers, and I think that's 4 in a row for them now. So just I feel like that's a good place to jump in. Any just general West thoughts maybe before we jump into standings? Any thoughts on those two teams? I feel like the Clippers, Clippers. I guess Clippers probably because we talked long and hard about the Clippers when it first happened. I think we all were kind of on Russ's side, and it seems like it's going against Russ now. Seems like the way it's going is Russ doesn't play with Harden anymore, which means Russ doesn't play much anymore, and Russ might be traded soon. So, any thoughts there? I don't know.
I figured this, all three of them, I guess, and throw the Lakers in there too. I guess or did you say three? I mean, just those two,
Yeah,
Clippers and the Mavericks, and throw the Lakers in there because the Lakers had a winning streak, three game winning streak, plus the fourth game of the championship going into tonight. Mavericks on a win streak and Clippers on a win streak. But just I guess what I hope from the Warriors just have one of those nice little 4 or 5 game stretches soon. But I would have picked all those teams when earlier in the season it felt like Minnesota, OKC were out ahead. I think Lakers and Dallas Lakers and Clippers I guess were closer to 500 and just needed a little boost like this to give them a little cushion, a little cushion in the West and break out of that that space that they were in. And it's interesting though. I think Dallas
beat the Timberwolves too. I think they won yesterday. I think they're on a back to back.
And
apparently Luka had a kid and is doing that thing where after a player has a kid, all of a sudden he becomes the best player in the world. Happy Fred Van Vliet in the finals run that one time. But Luka's been kind of working lately.
It's like 30 and 15 or 35 and like 17 tonight.
Yeah, no, it's kind of
Dante Exum. I saw part of that game. Dante Exum, man.
I bet under on everything for him.
You should have because that was the game plan. You see, I was a little tripping because I was like, I got a little tired. I was dozing off watching the game. Like, what the hell is happening in this game over here? Dante Exum name 25 points. What do you have?
7 threes. He has 26 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. But again, plus a steal on the block. But most importantly, 7 and 9 from 3, 8 from 10 from the field.
I was gonna say that's how you know though is I was like, man, is Dante Exum having a good season and I'm just not noticing. They was selling it too. They was like, it's exactly what the Mavericks need from Dante and everything, and his going overseas and coming back and see it like putting the work in and get back and stuff like that. I seen him hit that dagger and he was wide open. I mean, he was wide open. I was like, this man made 6 threes and nobody even thought to close out on him for number 7. He only missed 2. Too. It's like not like he made 6 threes and shot 12. Like, no, he was 6 for 8 from 3 with less than 2 minutes left in the game, wide open in the corner, and nobody even thought of like making it like a remote contest. And I was like, oh, he's missed a lot of threes this year. But yes, that was a little confirmation for me to like Dante. I don't know what Dante is. I'm not trying to hate, but that was a little bit for me. Like, you see a guy make 6 threes in a row, and then he's wide open on the 7th, and I like. A little bit hating on the Lakers, not trying to call the Lakers lazy or bad defense, but like that was the game plan. The game plan was to let this guy shoot. You tell by the way they're rotating is make him make shots, and good for Dante, man. Hopefully you could keep it rolling. That's what the Mavericks need. Makes them. He does make him a real threat with that shit though. I feel like that's the bare minimum. Like I can't trust Dante to do. Like I'm not expecting Dante. They kept talking about this whole point guard thing, and I don't want to see Dante Exum handle. I wouldn't want to see Dante Exum handling the ball on my team in the playoffs. You feel me? In really any situation, but that just catch and shoot. That's Dallas has another wing that can catch and shoot and play defense. Like that's in addition to Hardy, in addition to Hardaway and everything they've got there. Was it Derrick Jones? DJ Did he get hurt? Or
Derek Lively.
Or they had Derrick Jones Jr. too, didn't they?
I don't think so. They got the Derek Lively the second is the rookie they got that's playing center for him now.
Am I tripping? Was he not on the team this year? Was that last year?
I don't think. I remember him being in Miami recently. I don't remember.
Was he Miami? Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe I just got confused.
Yeah, no, maybe. I was gonna say real quick because I hadn't seen the box score for this game. I thought it went overtime when I saw it because Luka plays 43 minutes and Grant Williams plays 40 minutes and LeBron played 40 minutes and it was just a regular game. Just a regular season game. I'm so confused. Why is LeBron James playing 40 minutes in a basketball game that they didn't even win?
That LeBron 40, the craziest thing. I don't said anything past Jason Kidd, to be honest. But yeah, that's Vogel. What are you doing?
Not
What
Vogel,
is?
not Vogel anymore. Vogel handed the Warriors an L today.
Oh yeah, now I remember tripping. I was all behind, all over the place. Yeah, I saw Vogel today because we were playing the Suns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about to say LeBron had 33, 9 and 8. By the way, actually, but also
Mm,
they lost
King.
his minutes by more than they lost by. So he wasn't. This is probably the first time he wasn't the reason he. They usually just lose when he's out not on the court, but they lost when he was on the court this time. Good for, but still, yeah, it's wild. Just he's so like he had the best line of the night. Maybe him and Luke about the
Yep,
same.
and AD had a really good game too.
No, AD was open
37 and
too.
11.
Oh God,
Yep,
yeah, how they lose this
37
game?
and 11. Two blocks. I don't know how they lost.
I guess
It's one of them ones
Dallas
though. I
really
feel
like
like
that.
the West. That's the West Coast thing. Yeah, just like team like Dallas. I feel like it's like okay, see Dallas in them games, man. You really see it's like yeah, everybody's good. Can you win the game in the last 2 minutes? Like who's gonna win this game in the last 2 minutes? Like
Yeah,
it's
no.
gonna be.
Yeah, I'm looking at him now. Yeah, but Dallas to say like 7 threes for
Oh,
Exum.
Hardaway.
Yeah, 5 threes
Hardaway
for
at
Hardaway
32.
and 5 threes for Williams. That's the thing. They had 17 threes just between 3 players. That's wild.
4 guys. I think was it Lucas scored 30, but did they have 4 guys with 20 or more?
1, 2, 3. Williams had 19.
Grant
But
had 19.
19.
Yeah.
19.
but yeah, pretty much. But nobody else scored more than 10. It's kind of crazy.
That's I feel like 2K, man. Or
Yeah.
feel like the my league we be playing in 2K. Are just like, yeah, you got 3, 4 dudes. Everybody went off. Like everybody went off on both teams.
Ah man, yeah, one of those. Any other thoughts? Feel like that was it. I'm getting slightly worried for the Kings as the season goes on. Not to troll Steez, but
Where they
slightly.
at?
Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna move to standings. Yeah, let's see where
Yeah.
we're at. Not too bad. 13-9. Game up or tied with the Lakers for the 5-6 spot. But again, everybody's kind of right in the mix there. So, can y'all see them? Did I go low? Yeah, you guys there. There you go. You got
Yeah,
it.
it's just really gonna be crazy. I feel like De'Aaron been handling business best probably he can, especially given him his games. But yeah, it's no love lost. I think it's just gonna be close down all the way to the end, and I don't think anybody's really gonna separate.
Yeah, see if Minnesota's got it in. I mean, Minnesota's 17-5. So,
Yeah,
it's
I just don't know. I really think back to the Warriors have a year of 18-2, but I feel there's other years where I feel like that. Even like the Nuggets, I feel like was the team. If the Nuggets were 17-5, I'd be a little more confident in them separating, as opposed to Minnesota, where it feels a little bit more like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas as much as I'm not hating on Minnesota, I feel like they're gonna finish top 3 in the West. Like kind of I'll kind of guarantee that part now. But yeah, I don't know how likely they can run away and create separation. Like I don't think anybody can. I don't think anybody will really. I think it's gonna be 1 to 2 big groups in this conference.
It feels like that's where we're going. It feels like we have our top heavy. I don't know where it cuts off. I guess it cuts off at Denver. This probably makes sense. I feel like this is probably our top 4 for the rest of the year. It's always hard to bank on the Thunder just because it's young, but also they just keep winning. So
I'm saying I throw Sack in there. I was like, I guess I wouldn't say all. I think Sack because just the missed games. Like I feel like that they're there with De'Aaron. Like they had no chance of winning without De'Aaron. I guess.
Yeah, but I guess all 4 of the teams ahead of them have missed guys for time too. I think that's what separates. Is like Denver's had no Murray. Dallas is going to be without Kyrie for a while now. It seems like he's heading in the boot, no timetable. I didn't mention that for them. Minnesota and just got back from Minnesota recently. Actually, that's the part that's crazy for them is that they still kept winning with Ant out the mix for a minute, and then Thunder Shea missed time. I feel like the Warriors had a game, at least 1 or 2 games against the Thunder without Shea. So it's
No, definitely not worried for the Kings in a way, but like in the sense of, I guess, I'm not expecting that. I guess, if the Kings any kind of nick to injury, De'Aaron is just kind of sending them down and out. But I guess they need him more than, I guess. I know that, they need him more than I think these other teams have multiple stars or multiple better depths, I think. Maybe even better depth. Right, kind of better depth, but definitely the multiple stars seem to kind of hold it down in a different way. Whereas the Kings, I feel like they are walking a tightrope. But I think my confidence in them to balance on the tightrope, is there for It's there for De'Aaron if he's healthy, I guess.
It's almost like they could use like another ball handler to make sure that can be held down the
Man,
times that De'Aaron wasn't out
I
there.
feel
You know,
confident. Mm.
it's all
Uh,
good. That's how it goes.
they
Not
might
to,
have a move to make too, though. I mean, I feel like
yeah,
Zach
they need to.
do need to make a move damn near.
Yeah, they need to bolster. I
Just the
feel
right
like Keegan hasn't been exactly, which I feel like people had a little too high expectations on Keegan because like it's not like it's year 3. It takes a while to get there. He's been fine, but I feel like they were expecting more. It's like, nah, if you really want to be that team this year, you're gonna have to get another wing or a big or just somebody that can play defense in a way that makes me not be as worried about Sabonis. But we'll see if they can find it or figure it out.
timeline thing. I feel like that's probably the part of it's like the yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Tyrese, not to harp on the Tyrese trade, but I guess just the figuring it out after, I guess, is this the timeline, I guess. Yeah, it's like Sabonis, De'Aaron, and you throw Keegan in there. It's kind of just being at kind of
Mm-hmm.
say 3 different points in their career, but lining up Fox and Sabonis, if you're gonna do that, kind of just go all in. I guess the idea is like, if you have an asset like Keegan who's closer to Tyrese's age, then like as much as you like Tyrese or like Keegan, like get another guy like when you went and got Sabonis, get another guy who's like right in the prime of his career, like Sabonis and Fox are. So interested to see if they make that move. I don't think it should be Zach LaVine though. So got to be somebody else.
Zach. I don't know if does anybody want Zach. Seems like everybody doesn't. No, we'll see. Lakers might want Zach. Seems like they're trying to move D'Lo soon too. I was gonna say we didn't talk about that. Bradley Beal. Anybody? Any thoughts on seeing Bradley Beal play some basketball? It's been a while. He played today in the game you guys watched. If you did.
I saw some of. I feel like
No, I didn't.
knew how it was gonna go. Well, I said, Jordan, how did Bill look to you, Jordan?
He looked pretty healthy. I mean, he looked fine. Uh,
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that's about it. I think it
he,
was solid. Like, it didn't look
yeah,
noticeably bad in any particular way. I think he was on a
that's what I
minutes.
was. Yeah,
He's on a minutes limit, but still looks solid out there. Just thoughts. I guess just seeing the standings and seeing the Suns in there. My mind went to him because I think that's the next group, right? We're kind of separating the groups out. Sacramento's group seems to kind of be Sacramento, Lakers, Clippers, Suns. Maybe you want to put the Rockets and Pelicans in there, but they've seemed less consistent and less kind of hampered by injuries, I guess, than those other teams. But I don't know. Is there a favorite out of there? Or is it just Sacramento for y'all? I'm sorry. I think I'm starting to not necessarily believe in this Phoenix team. I guess I was low on them kind of coming in. I'm starting to be like, I kind of think they're actually gonna be pretty good if they
nah,
get
they
all 3 of
might
these dudes
be.
on the court.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was thinking with Brad. Like all 3 of
Mm-hmm.
them actually. It's gonna be. I mean, I was already thinking it was gonna be scary, but like actually seeing how
Mm-hmm.
KD, how they all have held it down, or how
Exactly.
KD and Book have both got a chance to hold it down by themselves, and then seeing a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of Brad today with Booker,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just picturing KD out there. I'm like, oh, they got a good team. Like honestly, it's
Yeah.
just even outside
Mm-hmm.
of those 3, just the Nurkic pickup was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And just yeah, I
they
mean
got
Eric.
who was the dude today that was giving us buckets for a sec? What was his name?
Oh, the dude with the afro. It was like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
has a weird looking shot. Who was that actually? That's a good question.
Yeah, I was like, who is this?
It
Another.
was it was that one because that's like somebody's taking Yuta. I feel like Yuta has been hitting, but Yuta hasn't been hitting recently. Oh,
What was his
Metu.
name?
That's the Kings dude.
Oh,
That's the
Smezzy
dude who played for
Metu?
the Kings.
Yeah,
Was it
Metu.
Met too?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, it
pretty
was.
sure.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it
3 for 5
was.
from three. I don't remember him hitting threes like this in Sacramento, but I guess he had it a little
Met
bit.
too.
Yeah, no, I think that Eric Gordon's been like really solid for them. They kind of just keep getting guys to fill in. Just quick things. I feel bad harping on this, but everybody seems to want to say that Bol and Victor Wembanyama are similar. But Bol played 4 minutes today and was a minus 16. I remember somebody mentioned he looked
Yeesh.
really bad out there, but I didn't see the numbers actually.
I heard
Uh,
his name too. I was like, whoa, out there. Oh, he does play for the Suns, doesn't he? Yeah.
yeah,
Man.
it's all good. Gotta have the talent to go with the size or the skill at least. Um, but yeah, no, I'm sorry. I guess the whole point being the Suns. I'm really starting to believe in a way, and again, probably doesn't mean much because I'm someone who didn't think they were going to be where a lot of people had them coming into the season, and they're showing me that they're there, or they have a chance to be there once it all comes together. So, anybody believing in this Clippers thing for real? Seems like Kawhi's been hooping over this last little stretch. If there's anything to be hoped for, I think it's real. They're gonna keep this up. They're gonna get themselves in the mix here.
They gonna
I
feel
think
like they
they'll.
go.
Yeah,
But
I think they'll find a way in the mix. I mean, I look at the. Or wait, hold on, let me pull this up. Go ahead, Dan.
yeah, I can see Lakers, Suns, and Clippers. I mean, we're talking about the Suns, but I think all of them kind of making that one group a big group, turning that into one big group, or maybe having two teams up top have a little bit of separation, but then have that where we're at right now, where it looks. I see have Dallas from Dallas or Denver until the Phoenix Suns. Everybody kind of in that same group because the Clippers and Lakers and Suns find consistency, and we get distance themselves from 500 a little bit. But I think I think that's where we're headed with all three of them, and I feel like the Clippers less so. Then I'm less confident in the Clippers than the Suns and the Lakers. That's where I'm at now. It's like I have a little more confidence in the Suns and Lakers to be closer to the top of the conference and capable of finishing near that 2-3 spot, or at least close to the standings to it, and a little less confident in the Clippers. But yeah, Clippers is as much as not like a crazy far behind in terms of their possibility to finish. Yeah, right in the same group as them. So I think they're all in the same position. Just how good is New Orleans? And I don't feel like Houston could end up being, I guess. Ideally, the Warriors get their shit together somehow, some way. But I think Houston ends up being kind of this 41-41 team. Like I think they're just right around there. Maybe they throw some shit away at the end and end up a little under. But I think that's the actual 500 team. And I think New Orleans, the Golden State should separate from that or be able to be at least a couple games over 500 with this roster. We talked enough about them. But the Pelicans, I feel like the Pelicans are probably the start of be better than the Rockets and I don't know.
I was gonna say I feel like I'm with y'all on the Lakers. I feel like Lakers and Suns, like Jordan was saying, the Clippers in the mix. I think it was getting hairy for a minute. Like, are these dudes gonna just be bad now after the trade? But I think we're back. It's like, they're gonna be solid. They're gonna be in the mix the whole year. Lakers and Suns. I feel like just Lakers are the team I'll probably have the most playoff of that group of three. The ones I have the most playoff confidence in. Phoenix kind of, but more of the Lakers. I have more playoff confidence with them. And I would say, yes, I agree with you. The Warriors should be able to get to the 9 seed. Yes, they should be able to at least get there. We'll see if it works. But I was gonna say, is the Rockets only home loss to the Warriors? The Warriors beat the Rockets at home early in the season, right? That was like the fourth or fifth game of the year. That's the only that's the only game the Rockets lost at home. Which is, to your point, is the 500 thing because they've one game on the road, one game on the road, and lost one game at home. So it's a good way to get to.
It's 500. Also kind of scary though. For such a young, I don't know if they're that young. I guess that's the other thing. That's part like they're young, but also it's the veteran. I feel like veteran addition and new coaching kind of is what's combination of all the things. And Sengun is hooping, or as a hooper, and he's hooping for sure. But pairing him with, I think the vets and N.B.H doing a good job. But that's a little scary. At least I thought they were a little more true 500. That's a little too actually spaced out. Like if they even figure it out a little bit on the road, like they're good money. They're pushing 50. Like
never know. You said you're looking up something, or you have something?
No, I was looking at the standing. I was about to say the Clippers. They'll find their way in the mix because I feel like they could still beat at least two or three of the teams in front of them on any given night. But like I just feel like they're figuring it out, and
it's gonna keep.
it just sucks for Westbrook, but hey.
I want to see. Somebody was saying Miami might be a good landing spot for Russ. I feel like that makes sense.
He gonna get money. He proved it by now. I feel like Russ gonna get another spot. At least that's like not to worry about this time around. He gonna be somewhere and get his chance to get revenge again.
Always happens.
What's Memphis?
6-16. Considering where they started. I mean, I keep forgetting. Oh wait, hold on. How close are we?
like
Oh, 4 games.
Oh,
yeah,
4 games.
a
oh,
week.
that's
Yeah.
been so much time. I totally forgot this is a thing.
Jaren had like
Yeah.
35 the other night, didn't
Yeah,
he? I
yeah.
think he had a big game.
He's been
He was
having a
struggling to
good.
start
Oh,
the season.
another team for us to worry about.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying. I think that's where
saying.
I feel like the groups though, because I feel like I was saying Clippers, Suns, and Lakers are all gonna kind of ascend to the next group or make that one big group of the top. But that Memphis is the other team, I guess. So where you have Memphis, the Warriors, Pelicans, Rockets, I guess, all around 500. If Memphis gets on a run, the Warriors get on a mini run, the Rockets level out or kind of stay right where they're at, and I think New Orleans is with health at least a couple of games over 500 teams. So like that's the other group, I guess. And that'll be like the play-in group. Warriors, the play-in group. Steph Curry.
Yeah, back there again. That's gonna be third year in a row. Third year in the plan. No,
I believe in y'all more than that, but hard to believe in you more than that right now. Yeah, Memphis. I want to see if Memphis breaks in there, breaks in there, and then also see what moves are gonna start being made. I guess.
we're getting close. I think actually, Friday's the day where all contracts signed over the break, over the last summer, can be traded. So we're getting real close to trade season. So yeah, that would be interesting to see how that affects all of these teams. Yeah, I think kind of those kind of a lot of teams in the West, you can see them all making just leaving a little bit of a push to get there. That's what I was gonna say. New Orleans. I feel like Zion heard people shaming them. Zion dropped 36 the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
everybody was talking about him.
that's actually like some real simple kind of. I don't know if he got too much hate on the internet for it. It was not a. He had
was
a
really
pretty
bad.
bad game.
He was really bad.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it was. He looked like he was invisible, kind of out there. Forgot he was out there in that game. But kind of the idea though, I guess, of play like he hasn't gotten really any playoff moments. You put in this in-season tournament, he gets to play in front of the big lights. It really doesn't mean anything. It's just a regular season game. But there's intensity, there's more eyes watching, and the next night he scores 35 points. Like I don't know, kind of like that's the perfect scenario where like, oh yeah, he got a kind of a pre-playoff rep, kind of like it's not the playoffs, but the closest he's been, to that kind of thing, and took the lump like many people have. We've seen people struggle in their first playoff series, struggle in the playoffs first time around, and then let them teach them, let that inspire them. Kind of so interested to see if this is part of Zion's long origin story. I feel like we're in the long 5-chapter beginning. Real anime character, man. I feel like we're still in the first part of the story. It's just a really long build up for.
We're still watching Deku train with All Might.
Zion, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, my bad.
No, that New Orleans team is scary though. I feel like I really like that team. I think outside of Zion, but just what they built is scary. And I think, this Western Conference is about to be crazy.
Stays intense,
Already is.
man. Stays intense.